So I came in last night, arrived here about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just left after work. You know, it's kind of one of those things where I got a few pre-designated spots that I know I want to explore in this area. You know, and I don't want to waste a day getting up early in the morning to get out here. So, you know, I'll have the rig packed, ready to go, and then as soon as work ends, I just jump in the rig, and then it's no stress. I know exactly where the spots are. You know, and then you just pop the rooftop tent, and it's super easy. Wake up, and then you're here. So I don't have a whole grandiose plan for this one. I just looked at the map. You know, I wanted to get out, so I just looked at the map. Saw a couple areas that I don't have any routes, so I haven't explored that area yet. So I'm just gonna, there's a spot to the south of here, about 10 miles. I'm gonna explore that area, and then also there's a river down here, and I haven't been on the other side. So I mean, this side's, it's about an hour, I would say, from the dirt road to get to this spot. But the other side, man, it's not accessible at all. You gotta go way south, and then you have to come across the back country to get into it. So I might try to do that as well. But then I'm also thinking of heading over to Burns, northeast of Burns. I don't have any routes up in that area too. So anyway, that's the plan of the day. If you're interested in checking that out, stick around, and I'll take you along. All right. Trail here. Nah, stay on the main road. Looks like that's for I don't want to put the Jeep on there. No sense in tearing up a road or nothing. Oh yeah. It's a good spot to make some lunch here. It's about 1 o'clock. Just gonna make up some ramen, I think, and maybe a couple things of fruit. So I found this spot a while back. I actually came down here in the winter. Man, with the snow, this place looked like it was just awesome. But last time I was out here, there was a bunch of wild horses, and they were over on here on this side, and you know, they came in while I was already here, so I was just nice and quiet. Man, felt like I went back in time. Just, you know, get rid of the Jeep, get rid of the cameras and all that, and it literally could have been 100 years ago with these wild horses. So anyway, yeah, just gonna have some lunch here. So this Jetboil, man, it's worth its money. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of kit. It's really good for lunches, just nice and easy. Pull up, put the table out, and just fire it up. It'll boil here within just a few minutes. I don't know. I think the simpler you keep things, the easier it is, and makes it easier to get out here and then just enjoy. There's a few horses over here. Let's see if I. Nah, there was a few horses, but they went off on the other side there. There's like a little hill behind here. They went on the other side. Maybe I'll just put the chair out and be nice and quiet, and then maybe they'll come back. Anyway, so this Jetboil, it was worth its money. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of kit, as I was saying. Super easy for lunches, either Mountain House or ramen or something like that. But yeah, I think the simpler you keep things, the less barriers there are to getting out here. Find your pre-designated spots. Come out here, explore, find your pre-designated spots that you can use, as a kind of a base. I mean, this is for the guys and girls that live over here on the other side of the Cascades. I don't know. For me, Eastern Oregon, Central Oregon, haven't been up a lot over in Northeast Oregon, so that'll be something this summer we'll hit up. But this area is just, I don't know, I like it a lot better than the Cascades. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the Cascades as well, but there's something about being out here, and there's this openness, and then these canyons that you can find and get into. Just got to get out and explore. Every time I find something, you get these little butterflies in the stomach of something new. And I always say, even though somebody else might have seen it, I haven't seen it. And maybe you haven't seen it either, so just get out and explore. Maybe I did solo trips. I'm out here solo obviously this time, my buddy Scott, but I've been doing solo trips for, I don't know, 10 years, decade. And honestly, I'd highly recommend it. It's a good way to center yourself, just peace and quiet, especially if you got a hectic job or whatnot, or hectic life. I think this last year is hectic pretty much for everybody, but doing these solo trips is kind of, you put an audio book on, cruise, find new places, just recenter yourself. But there is something to be said about bringing your friends out too. Man, what a beautiful day. You definitely tell the weather's changing. So yeah, I was looking a little bit more at the map. I definitely think I'm going to try, I'm going to head southeast here, and then I'm going to try to get in on the other side of that canyon. It's something it's kind of it's a little bit out of the ways, and so I've just always skipped around it. So, but this time I think, I don't really have a plan, so I figured I would just actually give it a shot. So I'm going to try to get in on the other side of that canyon. I think there's a route, or maybe a couple routes that actually go down to the bottom, so that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see how it goes. Probably get around this, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Yeah, looks still a little bit of snow up here. It was about 30, like 34, 35 degrees last night. Stayed nice and warm in my like a tri-layer multi-system sleeping bag. It's like a military style with the Gore-Tex. Alright, I want to go kind of easy so I don't tear up this road. Nice and easy. Yeah, you don't want to tear up these roads needlessly. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around here. I was no doubt I can make it. I got the lockers and whatnot, but it's I don't know, even going nice and slow, it's still kind of tearing up this road, and I don't want to tear it up, so we'll head on to the next place. Back on the main gravel road here, and I was starting to head towards Burns, and then a route that I'd never been on caught my eye, so I'm gonna see where this takes me. Crossing these flats about 10 miles an hour or so. Not a whole lot here, it's pretty flat. Coming over on the east side of the canyon, and where I camped last night. So I'm gonna see. Looks like there's a couple roads that head down towards the canyon from this side. So I'm gonna try that out. And there's this wooded area. It's been pretty flat, but you can see ahead. There's a wooded area. So I'll be headed to that wooded area and then to the left, to the west. See how it goes. So finally made it out to the rim. There should be a route down there though, so I'm gonna keep heading north. But man, this is just beautiful. It's about I'd say about 4:30, maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30, somewhere in there. I mean, yeah, this makes it worth it. So we're going to try to get down into there. That's the plan. So we're going to head north and cut west back into there. Wow, check that out. This whole herd of elk just came flying by. canyon. If this works out, it's actually going to pop out at the bottom of the canyon, which, man, that's going to be really cool if it does. So far, so good. I'm glad to be off the flats, though. That wasn't, oh man, some snow. Probably be all right. Yeah, nothing. Man, it's kind of a tight. Yeah, we should be all right. As long as we don't get at the sloppy muds. Yep, getting some sloppy mud here. All right, let me see. What's the plan? What's the plan? It wasn't too bad. Nowhere near as bad as what I had earlier, so give it a go. Yeah, it's nothing. Got a pretty good drop off here to the side. It's not it's about 15 feet. There's a big boulder here. I wonder if I can just go around it. Yep. That's when those 37s come in handy. About, it's only like 9 or 10 degrees. Can't quite see where the right tire is. I'm using my right side mirror and have it pointed all the way down and kind of watching my back tire to see where it is on the edge, and there's plenty of space. We're good. It always feels worse, so we're at 12. We're only at 12. Anytime there's an edge on the side though, you will, it feels worse than it is. That's for sure. Man, look at that. Open up this. We get down there, it's going to be awesome. Hopefully the sun that's coming in that valley there. Just going to get out and scout this a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's fine, but you never know. It could be washed out, or I'm guessing it doesn't get a lot of traffic. So, looks like, yeah. Not terrible. Let's see what it looks like around the corner. Yeah, this will be an incline. I bet you that's, I don't know, 15 degrees, maybe somewhere in that range. It's pretty solid though. Yeah, we'll be all right. This is how much space we got. Yeah, I think the most we hit is 13, 14 degrees. Probably roll 3 times, maybe 2 times. That would not be fun. That was 17 degrees. I think that was the most so far. Yeah, riding 10 and 12 right here. Too easy. check this out. Yeah, so I'm running the Go FSR Free Spirit Recreation, the Adventure Series 55. It's a great tent. I got it. I probably got about 50, maybe 50 or 60 nights in it. I bought it last year. Had a lot of good ground tents too, but when I jumped to this one, I mean, this is, for me, is definitely my favorite. I like how you can just pull right in. All you gotta do is level it a little bit. I got the little leveling gauges on the dash there. So you just level it, and then it just throws up. I mean, it takes like, I don't know, probably not even 5 minutes to set up. So, you know, in my theme of trying to keep things simple, whatever you can do to make it easy to get out here. You know, I have the rig packed, ready to go. Get off work, I have a pre-designated spot, so I head there. It's too easy. Then you just throw up the tent and you go to sleep. So yeah, I just set that up. But I had a, you know, my buddy's got he's got one of those new, what is it, the Gazelles. He's got one of those Gazelle tents. I think that's gonna work out for him too. Plus he has a dog, so I think that'll be easier. I mean, I'm probably gonna get a dog too, and I'm gonna try to figure it out because I do like the rooftop tent, but we'll see. And then I ran that Oz tent for the longest time, a company out of Australia, Oz tent. I think it was the RV2, really high quality tent. So I don't know, it's whatever makes you smile. There's pros and cons to each. I prefer definitely the rooftop. I just do. So yeah, man. So almost done. I'm gonna start making some steaks, and yeah, I'm just gonna chill. It's like we've got probably about an hour before the sun goes behind those mountains over there. So I'll get a little fire going, get some wood. There's plenty of dead stuff all over the place on the ground, so I don't have to scrounge too hard. Oh, looks like somebody already cut some up over here. I don't think, I'm guessing not a lot of people get back in here. So this is a good find. I mean, totally worth it. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, do your map recon. You see all these canyons, they're everywhere. I'm not gonna name this one, but the canyons are all through Oregon. Just look on your maps for routes that head into them, and then just try them. You know, and sometimes you're gonna get lucky, and this is one of those times. So, all right, make some dinner. Man, what a great day! Not bad for an impromptu trip. Last minute decision to come out like the day before. Just packed the rig and left after work. It was a late night at work too, but I got in, and man, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning last night. It took me a little bit to get back there because I was filming, had to keep jumping out of the rig. It takes a lot of work getting the right shots, and still experimenting and still learning with all this filming and editing and all that jazz. But it's a great hobby, and yeah, I'm enjoying documenting these trips. And then you know, I met my buddy Scott through the videos, So a lot of engagement. There's a lot of people on Overland or getting into it here in Oregon and Washington. I mean, we live in like just an amazing place. It's between Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Northern California. It's endless. I mean, this area here is a spot that I have routes all through this area except for right here. You know, it's almost like, oh, I've hit that area. You know, I already saturated that area, and then you find this. You know, so there's plenty to explore. Got a little bit of nautical twilight going. Nice and quiet. Other kind of little bugs are flying around here, and the bats are coming in and swinging and picking them up. A couple ducks every now and then. But the wind's died down and you can hear everything. South here, gonna hit the highway and Highway 20, and then head towards Brothers, and then home. So hope you guys enjoyed it. See me on the next one. If you can, just go ahead and hit subscribe and thumbs up and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one. All right.